Why I love Halo. While there are seemingly endless videos and hour-long retrospectives on the original Halo games, this video isn't necessarily about how well Bungie nailed the atmosphere or how they redefined the FPS genre. While those aspects certainly played a role, my love and connection to the series could have landed on anything in the market in the early 2000s. Now, my relationship with Halo is deeply intertwined with my relationship with my dad. I can't even begin to count the number of times I played through the Halo CE campaign alongside my dad as a kid. I was too young to understand the story, and according to my mom, too young to be playing it at all, but I loved every second of it. I remember our strategies for getting through tough sections, and that I was always the ace driver in any of the Warhawk sections. And I was always bewildered that my dad preferred to play with the inverted thumbstick layout. Halo 2 holds a similar place in my childhood. I remember my dad's excitement upon release, the insane surprise as playing as an elite for the first time. Though admittedly most of what I remember about Halo 2 was playing the local multiplayer with my brothers, along with our love for the mission outskirts. Most of what I love about the Halo series lives within the first two games, because those were the only two games I got to play with my dad. Many of my most vivid childhood memories come from specifically Halo CE. And Halo 3 was a different story. Very different from how the rest of the Halo community views the game. We couldn't afford an Xbox 360 at the time of Halo 3's release. I only remember my dad and I working on untangling some long extension cords in the garage as the radio counted down the hours until its midnight release. My dad passed away in 2009 from a heart attack. And although Halo 3 had been out for years, we were never able to get that Xbox 360 to play it on. Sometime in the summer of 2010, my brother used his saved up birthday money to get an Xbox 360, and we had rented Halo 3. It was the first Halo game I played alone, and I hated it. Some growth and reflection since then showed me why I disliked Halo 3 at first. I mean, the 5 extra years of anticipation alone could make any game a letdown. However, that original reaction also revealed why I'm forever connected to this franchise. Gathering footage of Halo 3 for this video, along with watching a few retrospectives on it, really gave me a strong sense of, man, my dad would have loved that game. The way it has so many callbacks to CE and 2, while also being so innovative for its time. I know for a fact if we had gotten the chance to sit together on a couch and play that game when it came out, it would be my favorite Halo game. And that feeling is equal parts sad, happy, and also thrilling to get from a video game. I learned it's not about how well the games were or how interesting and mysterious the lore is. It was who I played those games with and the bonding that occurred while playing them. And now the memory of them that comes while revisiting those levels all these years later. Even when playing the newer games, and particularly Infinite with its return to the more traditional Halo form, I experienced them intentionally with the thought, I wonder if my dad would have found this cool too. Or there are just certain things where I know he would have. This makes me feel close to him in this weird way that few other things can do. And I think that's why the Halo community as a whole is as passionate as it is. From the start, the Halo games were created to be social experiences, with every feature from the amazing campaigns and multiplayer playable via split screen and even later in online parties. People's strong connection to the franchise isn't just with its well-written characters and iconic art design. This amount of passion comes from all the memories and friends made while experiencing these works of art together. If you have a similar story to mine, I'd love to know in the comments. Maybe why you play Halo games, gaming in general. I'd just love to hear everyone's stories of playing games with maybe someone who isn't here anymore. As always, thanks for watching.